Hi everybody, it's Noreen here, Chief Designer at The Gift Designers, and I'm super excited. We have some special people in the room with us today. Susan, who's Executive Director, did I get that right?
Yep,
of Sonshine Community Services. So we're going to interview Susan in just a tiniest little bit, but also her cohorts in crime off camera are Dowdy. You want to shout out Dowdy?
Hi everybody.
And Jacqueline.
Hello, everyone.
Who are also here with us to, we want to learn about Sonshine, but we also want to share the services of Sonshine with you because we think what Sonshine is doing is amazing. So I'm not going to introduce, I'm not going to steal your thunder. I'm going to ask you a few questions. Is that okay? Way to go today?
That's great.
Yeah. So thanks for being here today. And also just for our community, our team has chosen Sonshine, and I'm super proud of the fact that they picked Sonshine, such an amazing organization, helping victims, people dealing with domestic violence. So without stealing any more from you, tell us a little bit about the programs that Sonshine offers.
Sure. Thank you. And thank you, Noreen, for having us here. So Sonshine has been around for just over 40 years. And we are all about building healthy relationships and families. And so we exist to help women and children transform their lives. And we do this in about 4 key ways. And so firstly, we have our apartment style shelter. And we house women in our shelter. And the program, case management, counseling, employment support, all of that for about a year on average. And then our team follows them in the community for about 6 months afterwards. And we also have our one-of-a-kind children's center. And so that is designed truly to interrupt the impact of domestic violence. And so we have intentional therapeutic model within that program to help children heal from and flourish from the impact of domestic violence. And then we also have a prevention arm, which is our community counseling. And that is intended to provide outreach and connection within the community for families, for women who might be experiencing or at risk of domestic violence, or maybe families where things have just gotten complicated and they're reaching out and really preventing domestic violence or reducing the harm. Yeah. Wow. And then our fourth way is we have our family day home program where we provide oversight and support to 65 family day homes that are all trauma informed. So that's providing support to families perhaps like yours and mine that are looking for a local day home, but the providers there are specially trained and have that oversight and support to know that kids from all walks of life can go through some difficult times, and the prevalence of domestic violence is such that we just want to have that extra level of support within community. And so we are so glad to be here because I've mentioned community a few times, and it truly does take a community to partner together to end violence. And it takes Calgarians like yourself, like myself, businesses like yours to come together and work together to end violence. So we're just really pleased to be here.
Well, excited. I learned something new. I actually didn't know about the preventative part. Hadn't caught that from maybe what I've read so far. So that's beautiful because that whole anticipate and prevent versus just react and cure type mentality is huge for me. And so that's exciting to know that the community can engage and help support families prior to perhaps landing in a place where it's gone too far. It's beautiful. Thank you. And at the Gift Designers, we're huge about fostering relationships. So I believe in long term. And I love that you've got the structures in place to help and really support women and children. It's beautiful because the whole family is impacted.
It really is. Yeah.
And family, not just blood family, but community is impacted. So that's amazing.
Yeah. And it's even family as they define it. So extended family and natural supports, and it's multi-layered in terms of its impact.
So Samara was telling me that you're new to the executive director role.
Yes, 3 months in. Started February 1st.
Okay, wow.
2nd to be precise.
So new vision, new ideas. What am I thinking?
Yeah. I have to say, first of all, it is an absolute honor to come in behind the former executive director, Joy Johnson-Green, who was at the organization for about 16 years. And she's retired out of the sector, but she's very much still active and working in a new initiative. But Joy did such a fabulous job building an organization that has an incredible reputation and programs that are really changing lives. The outcomes are phenomenal. And so for me, there's a commitment to remain as a good partner within the community, within the sector that we work in, and really looking at how we work together to create macro level change. Domestic violence is still a prevalent issue. And in COVID, we have seen an increase in the severity of domestic violence. And so we're having conversations, not just at Sonshine, but within the sector around we have to do differently. We have to pay attention to research, emerging research, because we need to learn to end violence and do differently. And doing the same old, it's still a big problem. It's still not working. So we're going to continue to pay attention to research, continue to partner within the sector. But it's an incredible organization, and I'm still learning. I still don't know what I don't know. I'm in that phase. But what I do know is it's an incredible team and an absolute honor to have the launch pad to jump off of that Joy has built.
Beautiful. So 3 months, there's lots of room for dreaming still about where you would want to.
Yeah, dreaming, learning, all of that. Yeah,
sure. Yeah. So what is bringing you greatest joy in the role so far?
I have to say that is twofold. The team is probably my primary joy, just to come to work. And we've got Dowdy and Jacqueline here. And Dowdy is like 5 days on the job. But just I have the relationships, the joy, the level of engagement that the staff have, whether it's front office, whether it's back office, there is such care and attention to detail and a true passion and commitment within the work. It's unbelievable. That is simply a joy just to watch them interact, support each other, and come together to truly provide wraparound support to our clients. And second to that is, I would say, the quality of programs. It's incredible, some of the partnerships that we have at Sonshine. We are part of national research now, where it's a partnership with the University of Calgary, where they're coming in and literally measuring the change on the children and moms and the biometric markers to understand how the intervention is truly transforming the brain and the body. And so there's incredible work that's happening under our roof. And it's just such a joy to be part of that and to continue to see, as a result of people showing up day in and day out, lives being transformed.
Beautiful. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So we have chosen Sonshine as our charity. So normally we do a charity sort of profile every month, but we've chosen Sonshine as our charity for the entire year.
That is incredible.
And we're excited that perhaps together we could, as a team and as our valued guests, partnering together to raise awareness would be number one, but also money is important, so maybe raise some extra funds as well. So do you have a vision of something that we can achieve together perhaps?
I haven't done a numeric vision, but I would say, I think for me, the big vision that I have really goes down to awareness. You have a tremendous community that is engaged in your business. And we know the prevalence of domestic violence. And so this is a really unique opportunity to invite new people into the conversation, to increase their awareness and educate them on the impact and the prevalence of domestic violence in ways that they can, maybe it's a friend or a loved one or a neighbor or a coworker, but they can step in that space and be more aware and help facilitate safety for people. And even in terms of the engagement part, it's, as I mentioned earlier, it takes a community. We can't do this alone.
Right.
And so there might be contacts and followers in your community that are saying, hey, you know what, we want to ally with you and we want to work together to end violence. And so at Sonshine, we have so many pathways for people to get engaged. Some people really like to sponsor things. Other people want to invest time and talent and volunteer, and other people want to financially invest. And so we have so many ways for people to get involved. It's just, it's like this, is have a conversation, give us a call, give us an email, visit our website, and we're happy to chat. And maybe it's a matter of, gosh, I know somebody who's struggling and I don't know where to start.
Right.
And so I would say, give us a call. We're happy to chat. We're happy to connect and work together to end violence.
Beautiful. Yeah, I was going to comment on that because awareness is too for the ones that are in the struggle.
Yeah.
You know, the children in the house, the family members that are in the midst of the harm, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Making it, and even just as recent of not that long ago, someone didn't know you were around when they were in the middle of their struggle.
Yeah.
So helping people find the resources, find the support. The support is there.
That's right.
And people are willing to support one another. So we want to be a part of making sure that not only are people who are in harm's way or finding them, I hope I'm using the right words, but I hope that when people are in harm's way, that they have a place to go, an organization that's there with the resources to help and support. And that also those of us who haven't experienced that, I haven't, but that we can have a heightened awareness of what is going on around us and how we can be supportive. And maybe it is time, maybe it is volunteering, and maybe it's money, right? And that's incredibly important to all pieces of the entire getting involved, and the community helps out with that. So that's awesome. So it's Mother's Month, right? Women's Month.
Oh, I like it. Mother's Month.
Yeah. Why just a day,
home.
right? And it's Mother's Day weekend. So we were a little bit purposeful in bringing you in right now. Do you have a message for mothers this weekend?
Well, what I would say as I'm reflecting on this is for women that are coming into our shelter, most of them are doing it not alone. They're walking through with their children for the most part. And as a mom myself, I'll just be honest, mothering is hard. It's the most joyous, yet I would say it's the most challenging role that I have played in my life. And I reflect on for the women that are coming and accessing services or making that incredibly courageous move to leave an abusive or violent relationship. And it takes community. And as we've talked to community already, people grow, people work, people heal in community. And so we can't do it alone. And so my message for moms, I think, for those of us in this room that might be moms, and online and anywhere, is I think it's a matter of just celebrating who we are, recognizing that we are a gift in the places and the spaces that we're showing up. And it's a day, a season, a month of self-compassion. I think we can do a phenomenal job being really hard on ourselves, whether we're working or whether we're home, whether we're volunteering in our kids' school, or, even regardless of how we may have come to being a mom, or the journey towards being a mom, or perhaps the role that we're playing in a child's life as a woman. It's just a time to, I think, just recognize our value, part with perfectionism. We'll never be perfect, and that's okay. But just focusing on showing up day in and day out, and just sparking joy in the lives of kids that we get to play a role with, and recognizing that we offer an incredible gift to our community, to our families, to our social systems, just in being who we are and the gifts that we bring. So that would be my message, is we're enough.
Yay, moms. You are enough. That's beautiful. Yeah. Absolutely. I love my mom. I wish she was on social media watching this, but hey, Mom. Anyway, thank you so much for being here and sharing more about Sonshine with me, as well as our online guests and community. And so thank you for joining us today. And what? Oh, thank you, Samara. So we have a few giveaways for some moms.
Amazing.
So these are a loose tea combination set,
that's lovely.
And also a diffuser for the tea ball, infuser, sorry.
Okay.
So that you can pick and choose who you'd like to give them away. There's 4 little gifts here that we'd like to send you with.
Oh, wow.
And you can use them how you will, but use them to bless some moms around you.
That's beautiful. Yeah. That's just such a beautiful way of even engaging in self-compassion, right? Just holding that hot mug and tea and just all of the aromas and the scents. That's beautiful. Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks for coming in, Dowdy and Jacqueline as well. Thanks for being here. And thank you for tuning in.
Yes.
And have an incredible Mother's Day weekend, celebrating whether it's your mom, whether you're the mom, whether you got a neighbor who's a mom, you got a sister who's a mom.
Yeah.
Celebrate someone near you that's a mom. Have a great weekend.